symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawns. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bipper.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Hail to the Commanders, hail Big Ronnie.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a bither. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe. That's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy. What do? I could spend a week or two out in...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wildcard Weekend. Here comes Williams on return, and that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Richardson. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage, to make that in cut and make the catch.
Trap 50, trap 60. 65 catch, 65 catch.
On first down, it's Richardson. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he takes it down to the 33. That one goes for 31 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
From the gun, it's Hall. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, that That's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Cowboy 80. Come back team. 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that lead upset. At least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown in the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
73.
They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
The whole thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Design keeper from the top. Ball's out. He lost it. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. And if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Shotgun hands off to Harvey. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they'll decline this and take the result. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here comes Williams on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. First call here coming from the shotgun.
19. Let's go. Panther 6, 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. First and 10 from the 32.
19, Pioneer. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Roderick. 60, Maverick. 60, Maverick. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 70 Race, Warriors, 70.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk. It was nearly a big play.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
60 vices, 60 vices, 60 vices, 60 vices, 79 Broncos.
They're going to throw out of the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to Charlie loose, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now it's 3rd and short. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
19 tight.
Richardson back to throw. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Falcon first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock. And that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First down throw here from Richardson. Big strike here to Williams. All the way, and that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
No, touch that. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Trimmer, trimmer, trimmer. Hey, easy. 63, back. Check it. No touch.
First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. He had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Great, set.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 14-7 game. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. He finds his running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's a design run. Hurts.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Fourth down, and on comes the former All-Pro Jake Bailey to punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Down before the return gets far.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready up.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10.
Cowboy it. Ready.
They start the drive with ball. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Yeah, it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Seven Pirates. Rig alert.
Rolling from the pistol, Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Defense's first sack of the game, kid. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
18 Cardinal. Panther 11. Mustang Victorious, 70. Ready.
They're in long for him here. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball for 44.
Here we go. Start. Go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
19 tight. Cougar 19. 70 Ranger. Dragon 60.
Now Richardson to throw. It's his running back. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
You're a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Harvey running from his own read. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6.
So 2nd and 6 awaits on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, easy, 63, pass. Great.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Cut down the field, it's Pitts. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Miami.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds Johnston. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti. Under 10.
It's Harvey straight ahead. Middle was crowded, so he found some daylight outside. Look at that. That's a 9-yard gain. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
Great.
Harvey once more. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders making a 1-score game before halftime. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. They get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Ready?
There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive.
Press all 80.
Richardson on 1st and 10. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Things looking totally different after that last play. It's 1st and 10 inside the opposing 30.
60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now they send their back in motion right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Delivers another one to Williams. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll throw again. Richardson. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
19 Lions. Seven Pirates. Ready?
3rd and goal for Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, because this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our 1st half.
Great. Set.
He's back to throw. Nice hit, Hurts fumbles. And the offense gets it back, but of little consequence here. We've reached halftime in this one. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Blitz coming here. Hurts. On the move. Headed right. Will finds his back. Harvey. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Commanders 1st down.
Throwing here. Hurts. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Great. Set. Delta.
Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35.
63.
First and 10, it's Harvey. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Hurts. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll run here following the penalty, and he gets up for a gain of about 4. Injury on offense after that last snap, Rock, and it is their running back, R.J. Harvey, who appears to be in some discomfort. Medical staff coming out to take a look. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Buying some time right. Gets this one to Blake Corum. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Great. Set. Anyone else?
Harvey is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders cut into the lead coming out of halftime.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. Making some progress here. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40-yard line. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10.
Trap alert! Trap alert! Ready! Let's go!
They'll start this one out with Hall. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They go right back to Hall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Smart man's in motion right.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gets some more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
70 Timberwolves. Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, Mustang 19. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
3rd and long, it's Richardson. Fits it through the middle. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 22 out of that play. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down,
Ready. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Buffalo 18.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
First down throw here from Richardson. This one's caught. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Hurts to throw. And set up the screen here. It's Harvey. Blast through midfield. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. All set to go now from the 35.
Great, set.
On first down, Hurts. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Throwing again on second down, Hurts. That's Flanoy, he's got it. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got third and short coming up from their own 44.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Hey, Silver. Here he
goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Penalty hurts them, but they are still going for it here on fourth down. Desperation time here. Looking for Pittman, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First down from the 42.
Let's go. Ready?
Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Ready?
Now Richardson to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Commanders have some new life in the fourth.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
No touch.
They'll start on the ground, Corum. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's good.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. If you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Has it downfield working the left. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a gain of 22. And that's good for a Washington first down. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone on first. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
180. 63, 63, 63.
Hurts trying to get on second down. Cut near the goal line. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
That's another Washington first down.
Great.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Take the swamp. Carl up, Yeti.
And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he breaks the 20 on the return, but only just. That is one up to the 21 and out of bounds. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go. Alert. Hawk. Go.
He's going to run out of the pistol with Hall. And the power play up the middle results in 2 yards. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Ready.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
19 lock. Let's go now. 19. Over 19. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watch your counterpart score a touchdown. Cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Got it. Ready?
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 19. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18.
Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. It brings up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
79 Broncos. Here we go. Set. 70 Lions. 18 Rebels. Trap 60. Panther 11. Ready.
Back to throw it. Cut down the field, Golden. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Ball takes it straight ahead. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Mustang 19. 70 Timberwolves. Pouring 70. Seven Pirates. Cup 19. Ready, right?
They're going to pass it here. Big strike here to Williams. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44. On first down, here comes Hall. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Hall once more. He is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Design run. Here's Richardson. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from D.C.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop. rock. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. Shake my paranoia, can't stop the rock. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove. Shake my paranoia, I'm moving, dancing like Madonna into the groove.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and pop